everyone, Tim from Bozzy Garage, and in this video we're going to be rotating the wheels on my Tesla Model 3. The way to rotate your tyres, well today we're putting the back on the front and the front on the back. In order to do that, we're going to remove the aero covers, we're just going to yank them off. Once we've done that, we're going to use a breaker bar and a 21mm socket just to break the initial torque on the wheels. And actually these little sockets are pretty cool. They've got like a plastic coating so they don't scratch your wheels. We're going to jack the car up, and to jack the Tesla up, it's pretty much like any car, except it would be a good idea if you had these little jack pads. What they are is a little rubber puck with a protrusion in the middle, and that'll fit right into the little hole which is at the front and the back of the car where the Tesla jacking points are. No damage to the car, and that will sit right on top of my floor jack here. The other thing we're going to do, once the wheels are rotated front to back, I'm not going to put the aero covers back on. There's actually some pretty nice standard alloy wheels underneath. We're going to apply these little black wheel bolt covers, and there's a center cap in here as well, just to make them look nice. So to remove the aero covers, we should just be able to pull them off. So after a little bit of pushing and shoving, the wheel cover just pops right off. As you can see, we've got the exposed 5 bolts around the wheel and an empty space in the middle, but fear not, because we're not going to put the aero cap back on, we've got some black covers which are going to close that area up there really quite nicely. So all we have to do now is the same for the back wheel. So we've jacked the front high enough using my floor jack that we got plenty of room to remove that wheel. With the back, there's just enough of a gap under there that we can get the rear wheel off as well. And I put a couple of bricks with the spare jack pad under it, just in case we get any movement. What we're going to do now is use the impact wrench with the 21mm socket. We're going to zip off them 5 bolts there, take the front wheel off, zip off the 5 bolts from the rear, swap the wheels around, put the bolts back in, car lowering down, and then we're going to use a torque wrench to tighten everything up. So now that we've changed the tyres from front to back, now it's time to actually get the correct torque on these wheels. Now if you have a torque wrench, hopefully you know how to use it. If you don't know how to use it, well, first you need to know that the correct torque for these Tesla wheels is 175 Newton meters. So we're at the Newton meter side of the scale here. We need to make sure that zero is lined up first with a number below 175, which is 168 on this wrench here. And there we go. The 0 is now lined up with 168. To get to 175, we just add 7. So we keep turning it until we get to 7. Once that's correct, simply apply the torque to the wheel and listen for the click. There we go, 175. When you're doing up a 5-stud wheel, do it in a star pattern, don't do adjacent bolts. I'm going to do the top one, then the bottom right, left, top right, bottom one. Same again. Here. There we are. All bolts torqued to spec. We'll do the same for the back wheel, and then we'll do the left-hand side. And there you go, we've completed the wheel, tyre, change, rotation, whatever you want to call it, on a Tesla Model 3. It really doesn't take too long as long as you've got the right tools. Speaking of right tools, we've got here a plain old extension bar 1/2-inch socket. So I used that initially just to break loose the wheel bolts. And then this here is our torque wrench, which we use to get the exact amount of torque to tighten them properly, 175 Newton meters. Do not use your torque wrench as a regular wrench. You should only use it for final tightening because it is a precision tool. The wheel cups, the wheel covers have come off pretty easily. Have they damaged the wheel? I don't think so. I've had it on 20,000 K or so. So we are going to give these wheels a bit of a wash first. We're going to peel off that stupid yellow sticker. We're going to apply the bolt cover kit, little black caps to cover up them 5 bolts plus the center cap. And at a later video, we're going to go through the repair of wheels because I lent my car to someone for a couple of months and it came back a little bit scratched up. Nothing too bad. We'll be able to repair that pretty easily. If you've got all the tools and you're ready to go, you can get the wheel rotation done in about half an hour. And you can also do it for all your other cars too, if you have more than one car. Well, after a bit of a wash, they look much nicer. Lovely gunmetal colour. I tell you what, I actually still quite like the original wheel aero covers that the Model 3 comes with, but it's nice to know that you can simply get an upgrade or a change anyway just by changing the or taking the wheel covers off. So let's see if we can get these little bolt covers on that will hide the look of the standard wheel nuts. And to get rid of the missing center cap, well, we've got a Tesla center cap here. When I used to have Porsches, the logo always had to point to the air vent. So let's see if we can do the same thing here. Lovely. And that's all done. Pretty simple and a really nice makeover for your car as well. In this video we've covered how to remove your standard aero hubcaps, how to jack up your car, how to rotate your tyres and wheels, and how to apply the cosmetic kit to get these original wheels looking amazing. My name's Tim from Bozzy Garage. If you found the video useful, please give it a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next DIY modification video.